Hello guys, I welcome you all to the third session of the cryptography lecture series. In this session, I am going to discuss about play for cipher method. So before getting into play for cipher method, let me just brief you on another ancient method named as steganography. So steganography was in use from 400 BC onwards. Many kings and rulers have adopted this technique. Steganography is an art of communication by the help of objects bearing hidden messages. So with the help of some object, people will hide their own message and they will just transfer this object. So whoever looks into it, they can only look into the object, not the hidden message. So only the person who knew the actual way to extract the message can take the message from that object. So this method is called as steganography. Since 400 BC till in this digital era, people are keep on changing their mediums and changing their objects and changing their methods, but still till date steganography is an effective art of communicating in an hidden manner. The most ancient historical writer Herodotus was the first person to write about steganography. So in his writing he has claimed that Hystaisus has communicated to one of the vassal known as Aristocrus by means of this method. So what Hystaisus did was, he just called one of the most trusted soldier and he just shaved completely his hair, and in his bald head he wrote the message whatever he had to convey, and later he had let some time for the hair to grow. Once the hair grew up, he just sent that most trusted man holding the message in his bald head to the required person. On the other hand, Aristocrus, on finding this messenger, he just again made his head bald and he just started to retrieve the message whatever he had to receive. So this was the ancient message used. Later, as years progressed, people started this method in bit of different objects. So they started using wax, they started using cloths, they started using pictures. So these are the list of things. So they started using invisible ink. So in their communication letter, in the place of postal stamp, they just entered the message whatever they had to, secret message whatever they had to enter, and over there they pasted the postal stamp. The person whoever receives that has to take out the postal stamp to read the hidden message. So these are some of the ancient methods used in steganography. And more importantly, people use something called as Morse code. Samuel Morse was the person who designed it. It's bit of dash and dots. As we discussed in the last session, pick pen cipher method, similar to that, Morse code is an international code. With the help of dots and dashes, people can communicate. So this is one of the most famous methods. People also use some other method called micro dots. So micro dots are something which is very minute, which is comparatively 1/10 of the normal periodic dots whatever we use in our writing. So just for whoever looks into it, they may not view it. Only with caution, if people look into it, they can view the micro dots. So people adopted this technique as well. And later, now in this digital era, people are using photographs. So with the help of photographs, people are just communicating whatever message they have to convey. Just with the help of pixels and significant bit variation of the each colors, people can decrypt the message from the photograph. People are also using puzzles like Sudoku to communicate messages. And even in literature we can trace some of these techniques, especially in the most famous novel Scarlet Pimpernel. This technique is used. So whatever message is conveyed, only after exposing the paper to flame, the hidden or invisible text can be viewed. So or else the paper will look blank. So to read the hidden message, whoever receives that has to expose the paper to the flames. So after that, just by exposing the paper to flame, the hidden message can be read. So this technique was used in Scarlet Pimpernel. So similar to that, over these years, people adapted to different kind of things in steganography to communicate messages with the help of objects in an hidden manner. Right. So now let me move into another method called play for cipher method.